にちは。
Hello. I'm Ciara.
Hi, I'm Kazushi. はい。もう夏っすね。暑いですね。
Yeah.
夏休みだなっていう。シアラも夏休みか。夏休み入る。もうすぐ。
Oh yeah. I forget that that's actually summer vacation.
そうでしょ。だから。
Actually, it's been shortened even more.
ああ、そうだね。コロナがあったから。
Yeah.
いつもちょっと短くなってるけど、
Yeah.
いよいよ夏休みですねみたいなことで。
Indeed.
アメリカの時の夏休みってどうなのかなって思って、日本だと自分のイメージだと海行ってスイカ割りしてバーベキューしてとか、あともう一個はでかいのは今思ったんだけど、お祭りだよね。やっぱ花火大会行ってで神社とか行ったらさ縁日が出てね、なんかそういう焼き鳥とか焼き鳥じゃないか綿あめとか金魚すくいとかやるみたいな、浴衣着てみたいな、やっぱ浴衣着て、そうそう、いや日本だとね、だけどアメリカって夏休みってどうしてんのかな、なんかそういうお祭りとかってそもそもあるの？夏って。
Well, not really. I guess the most important thing to talk about summer vacation is the length. So it depends on where you are in America because the states make the rules, but in general, summer is about 3 months in America. It's from
3ヶ月？
Yes, 3 months.
3ヶ月バケーション？
Yes.
やば。
Yeah, right? So for me, it was from the middle of May until the middle of August. April, May, June, July, August. Yeah, so that's about 3 months. Yeah.
2倍ぐらいだった。
Yeah. Quick explanation of why.
そうだね。
So, yeah, I don't know if I've told you before. So a long time ago, America was primarily farmers. So the idea of having all that time off in the summer was so children could stay home from school and help their families with the farm.
なるほどね。
So that's the primary farming season in America for foods.
なるほど。日本だと
I think.
暑いからもう勉強する気にならないから休もうっていう理由なんだけど、だから北海道とかだと暑くないから夏休みちっちゃくて冬休み長かったりするんだけど。
Oh, really?
そう。だから沖縄とか多分夏休みが長いのかな、わかんないけど、そういうのがあって、でもアメリカはそもそものベースがあれなんだ。だからそういう農家とかで、そういうね、なんか野菜取ったりとか収穫するお手伝いをするためにちょっと長めに設定してるから3ヶ月あるんだ。
Yeah. So that's historically where the long vacation comes from. Now, because it's so long, I mean, it depends on your family, but for my family, it was so long that we weren't like, yeah, let's go places, you know. So typically, we spent a lot of the summer at home. But I mean, some popular activities for summer includes going to the beach, of course. Like a long road trip in a car to the beach is supposed to be very popular. Going to Disney, of course, is pretty popular for people who are able to. Having summer barbecues.
サマーバーベキューってなんかバーベキューだけで一つトピックできそうなんだけど、サマーバーベキューって何が違うの普通？
I mean, I think it's pretty much the same, really. But I mean, there's a big focus on meat, like steaks and hot dogs and hamburgers.
なるほどね。より肉にフォーカスしたか。
Yeah, I think so. Not a whole lot of vegetables, unfortunately. There really aren't a whole lot of typical summer activities. Now, it might be because I was one of 4 children, so whatever we did was very expensive, just naturally because of how many people there were. So we did a little bit less things. But yeah, it really just depends on your family and where you are in the United States. Because for me, going to the beach was like 3 or 4 hours, but when I lived in Illinois, which is like it's up there by the Great Lakes and closer to Canada certainly than Alabama. We didn't really go. Some people do drive the long way to go to the beach, but typically we didn't. We went to like a theme park or something, like Six Flags, which is kind of like I don't want to say a knockoff, but Yeah, it's a theme park that's much smaller than Disney.
あ、でもそういうところに行ったりとかはたまにするけど、
Yeah.
でもさ、お祭りとかはあるの？日本のああいうみたいな。
In the same way, no. We don't really have a festival, but the 4th of July, which of course is in that 3 months of summer, so that's America's Independence Day. Typically on that day we have a lot of fireworks and people gather. So maybe there'll be a city fireworks, but there are a lot of churches and like grandpas and oji-sans that like they just buy so many fireworks and just set them off if they live in the country in their backyard. That's probably closest to a festival, really.
なるほど。なんかまあ親戚とか家族で集まってバーベキューして、でその花火をみんなでやろうみたいなことはある感じか。
Yeah, but it's semi-private. I mean, there are public events that hold these fireworks festivals, but most are semi-private.
じゃあさ、そのクラスメイトとかってあんまり合わない。だからさ、自分もさ、夏休みとかってだからあんまり合わないけど、朝会うのね。朝なんで会うかっていうと、ラジオ体操があるの。朝だから学校に集結して。
In the summer?
夏だから毎日だよ。で公園とかでだからそのラジオ体操があるからそのなんかハンコを押すみたいなシールが毎日押すように。だから多分夏休みになるとさ生活も乱れちゃうじゃん。だから休みだ明日ね学校行かなくていいんだってなるからテレビめっちゃ見たりとかゲームとかするからね朝起きるのがすごいね12時とか1時とかになっちゃわないように多分生活を整えるためにラジオ体操のとこがあって多分行ってない人もほとんどいるんだと思うけど自分も毎日行っててそれをやるとシールをもらうとなんかポケモンのなんかクリアファイルとかもらえたりするんだけどでおじいちゃんとかこれ12って言うんだけどそれをやってると毎日だから7時とかかなみんな集まってて、でその後だから朝ごはん食べるまで遊ぶみたいなことやってたの、その行ってラジオ体操みんなでやってわーってスタンプもらってオッケーじゃあお昼ご飯食べるまでに鬼ごっこしようっつって12時までそっから遊ぶみたいな、7時から12時まで鬼ごっこずっとしてるみたいなことやってご飯食べてまたなんか虫取りとかしたりとかしててだから友達と会うきっかけがそのラジオ体操でお祭りとかもさなんか地区が違うとなかなかそのラジオ体操で一緒じゃないからちょっと離れてる人はだからお祭りとかで会って一緒に行こうみたいなことやってたけどあんま会えそうになんかな。
Yeah, see, there's a big difference in the way schools are laid out in America. They cover much bigger areas of who goes to the school. And so people that live far away from the school, you can apply for a bus to come pick you up. The big yellow school bus that's so cute and popular here for some reason. Yeah, so, but I mean, if I had to walk to my school, it might take like 45 minutes and there's no... Yeah, well, I mean, okay, well, when I was in high school, it took 45 minutes to get to my school by car. But I went to a not zoned school. But my elementary school was zoned to me, but it still probably would have taken like an hour to walk there. And it's in the country, so there's no sidewalks. And like the grass is crazy right next to the road. So we don't have a whole lot of freedom to move by ourselves in America, unfortunately. So... it gets kind of boring, but I mean, once you're kind of sitting there, time goes by very quickly. See, and something I noticed, so for any people who are not familiar with the Japanese system, typically Japanese summer vacation is, well, it's technically it's like a month long or like 6 weeks long depending on where you are, but for like 2 of those weeks the students are still going to school and doing club activities. And then they have like 1 or 2 weeks to do whatever with their family. But I don't know, in America there's kind of nothing. Unless your parents bring you somewhere, there's usually like nothing to do. So. You know, I wish I could answer that, but
だってさっき言ってたけどさ宿題もあるかないかわかんないでしょだって。
It depends on the school, but I didn't have summer vacation homework.
でもめちゃめちゃ日本だと今はわかんないけど学校によって当然違うかもしれないけどめちゃめちゃ出されるんだよ宿題週 習字とかなんかめちゃめちゃ出されて、あれをやりながらでも毎日遊んでたからすぐ終わるのね。1.5 ヶ月ぐらいあるけど、3ヶ月もあって友達ともあんまりなかなか会えない状況で、家族とは集まるけど、それ何してるのかなってすごいちょっと気になってた。
Well, for me, I watched TV when I was young.
でもテレビとか、ね、
I watched
確かに
TV, and I actually that's when I started doing like Photoshop. I started coding when I was much younger. I started coding in Notepad. So I did my own hobbies. I did coding in Photoshop, and I also played like, I don't know if you've ever heard of Neopets. It's like a virtual pet website.
いや、わかるわかるわかる。
You know Neopets?
ニールペットじゃないものが流行ってた。なんかリブリーアイランドっていう全然違うやつがあるんだけど、多分知らない人が多いかもしれない。そういうのは流行ってたよ。だけど分かった。なんかそこが結構違うの。それはでもいいことだと思う。だからテニスプレーヤーになれなかったら3ヶ月間休みがあるからテニスに集中できたりとか、パソコンとかできたりとか、それが多分将来に役に立ってたのかも。だって夏休みに3ヶ月間自分の好きなことできるんだったらそれはすごいプラスかもしれないです。
But something I should mention though is that for about 2 months in Japan, the spring vacation kind of became like a 2 months vacation. And while I was at home, I was teaching from home. One of our assignments for our Sannensei, so the third years in junior high school, which is equivalent to the 9th graders in America, they had to write a little essay about me in English. They had to write about themselves, and we said you can write about what you're thinking, how you feel, you know, what you're doing, anything is okay basically, just write it in English. And like, I thought, oh my gosh, finally, you know, children in Japan, they can, you know, relax and do whatever they want. It must be great. But I was so surprised to see a lot of my students writing, oh, I'm so lonely. I miss my club activities. I miss playing tennis. I like to play piano, but I don't have a piano at my house. I'm scared that I'm going to forget how to play the piano. I want to run outside, but it's not okay to go outside right now. So my body is becoming weak and I'm nervous and I want to meet my friends. And I'm just like, wow, well that was really a learning experience for me. I thought, you know, if kids had free time in Japan that, you know, they could better enjoy being children. But in fact, I guess.
確かに。まあでも日本もアメリカもそうかも。なんか夏休みというね期間を生かして自分の好きなことをやれたらいいな。今はコロナだから外にねあんまり入れないからさっき言ったようにピアノの教室にあんまり通えないとかあるかもしれないけどね。でもそうかもしれない。そこは共通してるかもしれない。だから自分にとってシエラは全然違うけど自分にとって一番好きな季節が夏で、だから夏にいろんなことができたからそう夏の思い出が一番多いんだよね。楽しかった思い出が。だってそんだけ 1.5 ヶ月も休みあったからいろんなことでチャレンジできたし遊べたし、皆さんも、今年は大変かもしれないですけど皆さん思い思い好きなことにチャレンジして、良い夏休みにしてくださいということで、なんか面白かったな。もうちょっと話したかったけどまた別の機会に話せたらと思います。
I still use some of my skills that I learned in coding and Photoshop before school, so I'm really thankful for that time. Definitely. I think I came to understand technology a lot better in that period of time, the things that they weren't teaching us at school, and my typing is very fast. Another thing is that my students are like, it's really hard for me to type because I can't type very fast. And I'm just like, oh, this is the smartphone jidai. So they can't type very fast on the computer, but I type so fast, like, and so does he. So, I mean, yeah, if we have to go under another state of emergency, if you can, it's good to pick something up. If you want to relax, it's good to do that too. But okay, yeah, so I guess that's it.
Bye bye.
Bye bye.